All right, this might be a hard video for some of y'all, but I'm very opinionated on the success of black intelligence in this country. And right now, I'm looking at some of these posts on Facebook and on TikTok, and people are upset that Trump signed an executive order to do away with teaching in the Air Force in their training course about women, about minorities, about the Tuskegee airmen. They're doing away with that whole course. There's nothing wrong with that course, but it's unnecessary in the military. And let me explain to you why it's unnecessary in the military. The military is for educating warriors. We're warriors in the military. This is not high school. It's not college. You're educating and teaching warriors how to fight better. So when you get to the military, by the time you make it to the Air Force, you should already know about the Tuskegee Airmen. You should have learned about this in middle school. You should have learned about it in high school, in college. If you're saying the first time you're hearing about it is when you finally signed up to put on an Air Force uniform, then your community has failed you. Your family haven't talked to you about it. Your friends ain't talked to you about it. Schools ain't talked to you about it. You don't know nothing about the Tuskegee Airmen? Are you telling me you signed up to the Air Force and you don't know nothing about the history of the Air Force? Is that what you telling me? Because I don't want my tax dollars being wasted teaching you things you should have learned in high school and college, and here you are at the job site finally learning about the Tuskegee Airmen, finally learning about the 15,000 black people involved in the military, at the Air Force, and cooks and mechanics and everybody else, all the support fighting all these wars. This is the first time you hearing about it when you got on an Air Force uniform, then your community has failed you. You haven't paid attention in school. You haven't paid attention to your family. You should be talking about this stuff at family reunions. Don't wait till you get to military to talk about Tuskegee Airmen. What's the Tuskegee Airmen? I ain't heard about it yet. Bro, how old are you? 19, sir. You 19 and you telling me you ain't never heard of the Tuskegee Airmen at 19 years old, and you standing here in the Air Force office trying to sign up and you ain't never heard about them? No. Then your community has failed you, son. You telling me American history, black history, that's American history. Nobody ever told you about it. You're only learning about that right here in the Air Force. You see what I mean? It's a waste of time. We're grown-ups. Let's be grown-ups. A lot of black people, we got to learn how to be adults. We got to stop being children, thinking people going to sit around and read us stories, read us books all damn day. Tell you what, I buy books. My son sees me buy books. Everybody see me buy books. My uncle, Rollo, he's my mom's brother. He hooked me up with a book, Melindy's Freedom, the story of a slave family. This is my family. These are the Johnsons in this book. My Uncle Rollo, my grandpa's son, said, Jeff, you need to get this book. This is your family. This is your grandpa's family in this book. So this whole group on Facebook, they all go over that book all the time. We're adults. We're not in school no more. We're not on a job site no more. If we want to know something, we go buy the book and we read it. You want to know about Tuskegee Airmen? Go buy a book and read it. You want to know about black history? Go buy a book and read it. I got another book. They came before Columbus. Where did I get this book from? I bought it because I'm an adult. If I want to know about this stuff, I'm an adult. I can go buy it. There's no reason why I should be sitting around telling people, well, when I get to the job site, can you teach me about it? No, you too damn old now. You done went through elementary. You done went through middle school. You done went through high school and college. And you telling me you ain't never heard of these people? Your community has failed you. Your family has failed you. If it's so important to black people, then why don't black people talk about it outside of the job site? Why do you got to get a job here at the Air Force for you to hear about it the first time? We shouldn't be the ones teaching you this. If it's that important to us, go buy a book. My family is not important to nobody, but it's important to me. So I go buy the book. I can't have nobody sit around and read this shit to me. Can somebody read me about the Johnson family? Because I want to hear about what's up with the Johnson family. Go buy the book, dog. You an adult. You got a bank account, go buy the book. If it's that damn important to you, go buy the book. So I went and bought the book. I got other books. What? I like Egypt. So I buy books about Egypt. These were all my books. I buy books about Egypt. There's another book that I got. There's a guy, actually met him. His name's Paul. And I was Paul's driver once. Paul said, Jeff, I need you to go buy my book. He's a professor at North Arizona University. This is his book, Civil Military Relations in the Islamic World. He wrote this book. He was riding in my car with me. We talked about this book as he was riding. When he got out the car, I bought the book. I went to Amazon. I said, I'm going to buy the book. You know why? Because I'm an adult. And if it's something that I feel that is important and I should know it, I should know it. If I want to know why the Middle East can't ever get their shit together, Paul already wrote the book. I just go buy the book. I don't wait to get to some job site. Hey, y'all, could you guys teach me about black people? We need to adult. Stop sitting around expecting everybody to teach you something. So when Trump said, I'm going to sign an executive order to get all of this out of the military, we're training soldiers. If this is stuff you don't know and you signing up in the military right now, then your community has failed you. The military ain't failing you. You're failing you. If this is important to you and you think you want to know it, you need to go out and find out. You need to buy a book. You need to talk to your family at the barbecue. You need to talk at the family union about it. If you're sitting at weddings, talk about it at weddings. This is American history. Anybody can talk about it. It don't just got to be in schools. It don't just got to be at job sites. So quit acting like Trump is the controller of information. If you want to know about the Tuskegee Airmen, the 15,000 black men and women who were support staff in the military, go buy the book. Quit sitting on your ass and educate yourself. Stop acting like we're a bunch of kids.